Good Sunday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Sunday. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, James Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Sunday evening going into your week. Now, looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina. That is likely to change, especially by tonight. And as you go on and scroll our way out, you can see all this rain over here going on inside of Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, as well as Louisiana and Texas. All getting some rain right now. Up here in the Northeast, we do have some snow going on up inside of New York. The Great Lakes, we do have some snow going on up here inside of Michigan. But if we move up to the central U.S., Central Plains, all of that is looking dry. Look at the Rockies. Rockies looking well. The only place that's pretty interesting right now is down here in the Southwest, where some of these wildfires are. We do have rain and snow activity going on inside of California, which is great. Great, especially with all the wildfire conditions going on. Definitely needed that over there. So here is your cloud cover. Cloud cover right now, pretty much over the entire state. Cloud cover is taking over the entire state pretty much. So not really a surprise there, especially with some rain possible tonight. And as you go through the cloud cover, our cloud cover for the future, you can see that it quickly takes over. This is tomorrow morning right here. Completely covered by clouds, and as you go into tomorrow night, starting to clear up just a little bit, maybe some clearing inside the upstate of South Carolina. And as you move into our Tuesday morning, pretty much clear for everybody, and then to our Tuesday night, pretty much again clear for everybody. So that's what we're looking at as we go through the next 48 or so hours. And if you go to our current temperatures, 37 in Columbia, as well as 35 in Sumter, 35 in Bishopville, 34 in Florence, 32 in Loris, 37 in Myrtle Beach, as well as 32 in Georgetown, 37 in Charleston, 37 in Beaufort, as well as 35 in Walterboro and Fairfax, 37 in Augusta, 39 in Greenwood and Newberry as well. Here is your low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures will actually be around 38 in Greenville, 37 in Spartanburg, as well as 37 in Rock Hill, 36 in Winsboro and Camden, 36 in Florence, 34 in Dillon, 38 in Myrtle Beach, 35 in Georgetown, 37 in Moncks Corner, as well as 40 inside of Charleston and Hilton Head Island, 40 in Aiken as well. We even have 39 in Anderson and Greenwood. In terms of rain, actually a lot to talk about in terms of rain. As we go through from 7 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, we do have an 80 to 100% chance for pretty much a good portion of South Carolina, Columbia, Newberry, Winsboro, Camden, Cheraw, even Sumter, Aiken, Greenwood, and Anderson. All have a risk. Greenville and Spartanburg and Rock Hill is even included in there as well. With that 80 to 100% chance, meaning that you will definitely see rain if you're in that region. Then we have kind of like the dark greenish area. That's like your likely area. Places like Orangeburg, Sumter, not Sumter, Orangeburg, Florence, Dillon, as well. As I believe that's pretty much it. I mean, and just a bit north of Greenville and Spartanburg as well. That's a likely chance. Then you have the 30 to the 59% chance, which is the kind of like the lighter greens, like maybe Kingstree or Myrtle Beach, as well as some other locations as well that's not highlighted. So that's a slight chance, and then you have your 0 to your 0 to your 14 for places like Moncks Corner, Walterboro, Hilton Head Island, Charleston, and those areas as well. So those areas are inside of the 0 to 14, meaning that not much rain is expected inside those regions as we get through to 7 o'clock in the morning. That probably will change as we go through to tomorrow morning, so we'll talk about that more tomorrow at 7 a.m. So here is your future. Let's go on and talk about that. So here's the ARRR right here. As you go on and push this forward, you can see that as we get through tonight, that's temperatures. I want composite reflectivity real quick. You can already see the development, but this is 10 o'clock p.m. going all the way through. Rain starting to get to the upstate by around 1 o'clock in the morning. But then as you continue through, that will continue 4 o'clock in the morning, pretty much widespread throughout the Midlands and the upstate. Trying to get to the PD region at around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Still not quite to the low country until around 6, 7 a.m. But then as you get to around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, it'll make it a bit more into the low country and PD region and a bit more out of the upstate, but still scattered shower activity going on for both the Midlands and the upstate. And then as you get to around 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., shower activity still continuing for the southern Midlands, the low country, and the PD region. And then as you get to around 4 o'clock p.m., scattered shower activity still expected until finally 10 o'clock p.m. Tomorrow night, when finally most of that rain will move through. So pretty much everybody is going to see some sort of off and on rain as we go into tomorrow. So definitely bring that umbrella with you wherever you go tomorrow. But as we push forward past that, that's it. So looking like it could be a dry day going into our Tuesday. So now let's go on and get to our future. And when I say future, I mean like the next 400 or so hours or so. So let me get that pulled up. And then here it is right here. Time is in the top right corner of your screen. As you go on to push this forward, there is some shower activity going on for us obviously tomorrow. But then as you get to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, looking good until finally we get to around Saturday, where it could probably start to rain, a wet start to February. But then after that, high pressure takes over, maybe scattered shower activity here and there, but overall staying pretty dry until we get to around February the 8th. Some shower thunderstorm activity might try to move through as well, but overall dry. It was actually looking pretty unsettled, and it still kind of does look unsettled, but I think it looks a bit more dry than it did last night. So now let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Let's go on and see what the audience is talking about tonight. I did just put a poll inside the chat as well if you want to go on and answer that. So let me go on and click post real quick. Start poll. Alright, there it is. It just posted, so go on and answer that. So here, the chat is right here. We only have a couple of chats tonight. My Nana says hello, Jay, hello to you. Miss Oliver says, happy Sunday, still some snow at my house around my pond and on the side where the sun doesn't reach. Definitely much warmer today. What is the forecast from Wednesday through Saturday in Washington, D.C.? We'll talk about that once we're done with this right here. My cousin Thad says, good evening, Joseph. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I did. Cheryl says, hi, Joseph. Hello to you. And then my Aunt Lula says, good evening, nephew. Good evening to you as well. And that's pretty much it. I don't see anything else. So we're going to go on. We're going to go on and talk about Washington, D.C. Probably the first time we've ever talked about Washington, D.C. And then we'll also talk about San Antonio and Raleigh as well. And I know I still have not shown the picture yet from the snow event. I meant to show that a couple of days ago, but I never actually got to it yet. So we are going to see it. I've just been busy with some stuff. But I will show it. So talking about Washington, D.C., I don't even need this model. I need to go over here instead. We're going to go up here to the northeast. You should see Washington, D.C. right down there. Don't want that one. I want this one. And time is in the top right corner of your screen. But as you go on and push this forward, pretty much going all the way to Wednesday. Wednesday is January the 29th, so we're just going to skip all the way over to there. Overall, looking to be dry until you get to around January the 31st, which is Friday, which I believe is the last day. You said Wednesday through Saturday. Okay, so Friday looking like you probably will get some rain, especially in the evening time. Could be heavy rain at times. But then as you get into Saturday, though, Saturday is going to start leaving, and then some snow. Some snow is possible over there inside of Washington, D.C. as you get into the evening hours of February the 1st, which is that Saturday. So snow is possible through there. But after that, that's pretty much it. And in terms of the temperatures as well, we'll talk about that as well. Here it is right here. going into January the 29th, which is Wednesday. Pretty much staying in the 30s for a good amount of time. Then it will even get down into the 20s for your low temperatures, and that's seeming to be a common thing until you get to around Friday, where it will try to rise up to around 40 degrees. Low temperatures probably just above freezing. But as you get into your Saturday, temperatures will start to drop significantly going into Sunday morning. But overall, maybe, there is still that chance for that rain slash snow slash freezing rain or sleet or whatever type of precipitation will happen up there as you go through this week. And that's pretty much it. Let me check the chat. I don't see anything else. So now let's go on and talk about San Antonio and Raleigh now. So we're going to move on over here. Alright, here we are right here. As you go on and push this forward for San Antonio, there is rain or shower activity possible as you get through tonight. This is around 3, 4 p.m., maybe even 5 p.m. right here as shower activity continues through, going all the way to around 8 o'clock in the morning, going into your Tuesday as well. And then as you continue through there, still shower activity going on, maybe Tuesday afternoon as well. Not really much to say there. And then if you go move on over here towards Raleigh, North Carolina, which I probably should have just started up there because I was in Washington, D.C., but here it is right here. Not really much until you get to like around 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe some isolated shower activity, and even going throughout the day through around like 3 o'clock p.m. As well, and then going to around 6, 7 p.m., some more shower activity possible there. So after that, that's pretty much it. So now let's go on and talk about temperatures. Wait for that to load. Let's check out the likes. We have 9 people in here, and we've had 25 people tune in so far, and we have only 10 likes. So if you're one of the other people that have not hit the like button yet, make sure that you go on and do that. Just as important as hitting the subscribe button as well. So here's your low temperature. Low temperatures tonight in Raleigh at around 33. High temperatures tomorrow, 44. Low temperatures tomorrow night, probably at around 33 again. And then high temperatures probably getting to around 56 going into your Tuesday. As you move on over here towards San Antonio, low temperatures tonight at around 48. High temperatures tomorrow, probably around 53. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 47. And then high temperatures actually getting not really much. Around 49, 50. So it's not really going to change. You might only change like 2 degrees on Tuesday morning going into the afternoon hours, but overall it's just going to be a constant temperature. And that's pretty much it in terms of San Antonio and Raleigh. No threat for any sort of severe weather. I don't believe, even though I know there is thunderstorms possible in Texas and Louisiana, which let's go and talk about what's going on throughout the entire U.S. A storm continues to produce rain and higher elevation snow over portions of central/southern California through Monday afternoon. The system is also bringing elevated fire weather conditions over parts of the southwest. Lake effect snow is expected downwind from the Great Lakes, especially Lake Ontario. A significant winter storm and atmospheric river continues to impact Alaska, with wind advisories up for Michigan, even Chicago and Wisconsin, with gusts of up to 50 miles an hour. 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts of up to 50 miles per hour over there. You also do have some dense fog going on, or that's air quality alerts, that's not dense fog. You do have, obviously, the winter weather going on down there inside of Southern California, and then some wind and lake effect snow going on inside of New York. And so now that that's all taken care of, one more thing, we gotta do the week forecast. So going into the weekly forecast. So here we go, starting off for this week, going into Saturday. There is a pretty much a above average chance that we will see some above average temperatures. So that's what we are watching for as we go through this week, and kind of fits what I was saying a bit earlier with a warm up is expected as we go through this week. And I mean, some might even see temperatures going into the 70s this week as well. So we'll continue to monitor that as the week goes on. And then in terms of precipitation, we actually will be mainly below average for the low country and the PD region, Midlands and the Greenville Spartanburg region probably about average, and then up there in the northwestern portion of South Carolina, like the South Carolina Georgia border, it will be actually a bit above average in terms of precipitation. Now, very above average inside of Louisiana and eastern Texas as well. But that's pretty much it. Let's check the chat one more time. Mr. Oliver says, thanks, no problem. And that's it. So I will be back. I will be back also for 100% chance, meaning that I asked, are you satisfied with the winter weather? And everyone has said yes so far. So I'm going to take that as a lot of people enjoyed the winter weather. So I will be back going into tomorrow morning with your Monday morning forecast update. Make sure that you hit the like button and the share button as well. And also make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I will be back tomorrow morning with your Monday forecast update. Make sure you bring that umbrella with you.
How.